Hey guys, we are back.
Yes,
with
we are.
Our little lovely podcast and video.
This is what we
series.
do now. Oh my God.
This is our life now.
Exactly.
But it's fun.
It's so fun. The video I haven't seen playback yet, so I'm gonna have to really see it and decide if it's fun.
We're doing this.
Okay.
We're pulling the trigger.
Okay.
We're doing it.
Wow. I mean, remember even being nervous before we started the podcast, being like, it's a little nervy. This is like really nervy.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
I feel like I've already put everything out
I
there.
know, right?
And I have this fear that my mom or my sister is gonna listen to the podcast.
Right.
Or when someone at work overhears that I have a podcast.
I know, you're like,
what's
please
it
don't
called?
listen.
And I'm like, it's called nothing.
It's called my favorite sexual position.
Yeah, it's called what's your favorite sexual position? Let's talk about that.
Exactly.
Then you can listen to my podcast.
Exactly. That's funny. Anyway,
So-
no, I don't mind that. It's more about just having to be ready. 9 times out of 10, I'm in workout clothes. wrapped.
Yeah, I know.
So
we did have to make ourselves a little bit more presentable.
Right, and I had I didn't sleep well and had a late night.
I did not sleep well.
Anyway,
but
here we are.
We are here. We're
Yes.
doing it. And today we're talking about broken hearts.
Broken hearts. Yes. Wow. Do you want me to sing the song?
Go for it. She just did a wonderful rendition of Where Do Broken Hearts Go?
Exactly.
And we can't remember who sings it. But
We can't. We think Whitney.
I don't know.
Can't you just hear her?
No, because I can hear you.
Exactly, which is way better.
Of course. I mean,
but I think we talked about this in one of our podcasts where it's different with women. It just hurts more. It just feels so much more intense because you're invested in every way, physically, emotionally.
Do you think it hurts more because it's women or because we just haven't experienced this before?
Both.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember ever in all my years of dating men, being with men, aside from my divorce was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But I don't remember feeling these intense feelings.
Yeah. I can totally agree with that. I can think of one breakup where it, hurt and sucked.
Yeah.
But it felt like I was over it within a week or two.
Yeah.
And then I know that me and my high school boyfriend had kind of a weird relationship where we would get into these really heated things, arguments or whatever, or he was making me jealous. And I would get really heated about that.
Right.
But I think that was immaturity.
Right.
And
Not really your heart is on the line.
Yeah. And he's toying with my teenage emotions.
Right. I think also what kind of brought some of this up is we have a friend who went through a breakup and years later is still grieving this.
Yeah.
And even you have had
It's
heartbreak.
been hard.
I think one thing that I thought about is that the first woman that I dated post coming out, I remember thinking this was it and this is who I'm going to be with and it's the end all be all and I'm going to be so upset. And when we would have an argument or we would, something would happen, I was devastated and it was awful. And it's so funny now looking back at how intense that felt and how truly I have no interest. Something happens as you get more comfortable in your life, I guess, as a lesbian, that you move on from that catalyst.
Yeah.
But the feelings are so much more intense. So
Yeah.
it feels so heartbreaking. And we've had a lot of people email us or, about that. Being just heartbroken about a woman that they were with and then now it didn't work out for whatever reason.
Yeah, I read a lot of stories on the Facebook groups, Reddit groups about just how heartbroken they are.
Right.
It's so hard to get over this person.
How do you get over
them?
it? Right.
How do I do
yeah,
this?
not texting them and just
And it's it is we're all experiencing this this heated love for the first time, this real true heartbreak.
Right.
And it's hard to navigate how to get over it. How do you walk away? How do you truly, like I said, stop texting them.
Yeah. I mean, there were times you and I in the early days I would be do not call her.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah.
If you need to text somebody, text me.
Exactly. And that's the best thing. It's
find a
friend. Phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
Yes.
Because if you're fighting and getting back together and fighting and getting back together, let me be the one to tell you it's not going to work in the long run.
Yeah.
It's not.
You're delaying the inevitable.
You are delaying the inevitable.
It is going to end.
It will end.
It's not healthy.
Or it will be a lifetime of heartache.
Yeah.
End it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That is, I truly, I wish, and I did.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Because it wears on you.
It wears on you.
You start to fall out of love.
And you're not a good mom. I hate to say it. But that's one thing Melissa and I noticed is she was impacting my day with my children and my time with my friends. Totally. Everything was overshadowed by this person. Yeah. Who, maybe her fault, maybe my fault. I don't care. Yeah. Just, like you're shorter with your kids. You're shorter. Like you're not present because you're looking at your phone or like wondering why hasn't she texted me or I'm pissed or it's just like that is not healthy. I hate the not texting thing. Like when you're dating someone, I mean, like sometimes you're away from your phone for a long time, but really, I mean, it's 2019. When are you really away from your phone for like if somebody wants to get 6 in touch, hours? If somebody wants to talk to you, they will talk to you. Yeah. Totally. So I don't, and we're grown women. That's a red flag. It's a massive red flag, and you're a grown woman. Yeah. Like at this point. Even if you're busy, even if you're never that busy. Yeah. If your girlfriend's busy or, you get a text, be like, hey, like I saw your message. I'll get back to you soon. Totally. Super swamped right now. And just in addition to that, if you're fighting and breaking up and then getting back together and then having a passionate fight and then getting back together, it's not going to work out. Yeah. I hate to be the one to tell you, this is not the long-term love. Mm-hmm. This is the girl that got you to the party. Now it's time to meet the real girl. Leave without her. Leave without her. Keep a friend, hopefully, and move on. It is so hard. Like, like you said, our friend, it's years later and she's still like reeling from this thing. And I mean, she doesn't communicate with her ex at all. Like, so it's tough to think about that she's still hurting from that. Right. It's like, what else can you do at that point? Yeah. What are some tools you could tell people for getting over a breakup? I think the no communication is huge. And how about just also not going back to the well because you're lonely or you're worried about being alone? I think that was something we talked about is you're like, well, I'm not going to meet anybody else. And I'm like, yes, you will. And with literally a week later, you'd be like, okay, I did meet someone pretty cool. But you're driven by that fear that you're not going to meet someone else. And I think... Or that there's no one better. There's no one better. There is. Everyone's taken. Yeah, they're not. That's how I feel right now. You aren't taken, and you're awesome. Or sarcasm. That was not sarcasm. That's how I feel. My girlfriend says that about you. She's like, that girl she's going to have whoever she wants when she's ready. When I'm ready. Yeah. And that's just it. I haven't been ready. No. I have not. But I think we've watched all our friends go through these volatile, including us. So I'm not judging. I did it. But I'm also like really embracing being alone right now. Of course. Like I think it's like we said before. There's a freedom to it. There's a freedom to it. There's a hopefulness to it. It's exciting to not know what she's going to look like or be like. And I'm really focused on not using someone else to heal from someone else. I love that. Like think about that. Say that again. Yeah. Do not use a new relationship to heal from your old one. Yeah. Like that sucks. It's a lot to put on the other person. I've done that in every relationship that I've been in. I've been healing from something else. Yeah. And it's like I'm trying to move on, but yet I kind of have guilty feelings about being interested in this new relationship when I still have feelings about the other relationship. Right. It's just messy. It is. And I think that happens a lot, and it's no way to recover. And I don't think there's Although anything... I think our friend at this point, she should move on. I think it's been enough time. For sure. That this would be helpful for her to get in a new relationship. Or date. Like one thing I noticed, and this is a guy, but my ex-husband, he would meet a woman and like really like her and be like, I don't want to go out with anyone else. I'm just going to go out with her. Yeah. And I was like, that's so sweet of you. But I truly think you need to be like dating a lot of people. So I can't do that though. Yes, you can. The same way. Yes, you can. A bunch of people at once. Not a bunch of people that you're sleeping with, but you're going to go to dinner with her. You're going to go to dinner with me. Then you're Sorry, we got a phone call and he's relentless. He'll probably call. Is he going to call back? Uh-oh. But I do think that I'm not saying you're sleeping with all these women. I'm saying get to know. One thing he said to me recently is like, I've started doing that. We're all, I might have a date on Friday and a different date on Saturday, and I'm learning things about myself. Like, who do I enjoy their company? But what my other issue, though, is in that situation? I have a really bad memory, and I won't remember what I've told people or what they've told me. Like, I'm going to get things like crisscrossed. Yeah, but you're not committed to anyone. I'm going to sound like an idiot. But you're not committed to anyone. It's kind of like that girl who's... Have a different name. You have to just go. I've introduced myself to her 3 times. She's like, how do you still not know me? But how can't you? Why couldn't you just say you're dating? Like you're not. To me, that's way cooler to just be honest.
Yeah.
On dating. You like.
I do that though.
Kind of like our guest Miranda.
I should be more like Miranda.
Just be like more like Miranda.
Dude, seriously. It's like the Sex and the City Miranda.
Right. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Until you're in a committed relationship, there's nothing wrong with that.
But here's the other thing though. Lesbians move really quickly.
They do.
So it's like I can be dating and then what? I'm like, I've been dating this other person for 3 weeks and then I meet someone else who I'm like really into and I'm just like, see you later.
No, you're not see you later. That's why you're still going out to a few dinners until you see. Like what happened with me is I was dating people and then I realized clearly I wanted to have more like I was more interested in the conversation with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it was like I found myself like, God, I'd really rather if I could be doing anything right now, I want to be with her.
Yeah, I see that.
But allowed myself a little bit of space.
But don't you feel like other people could get hurt in that situation?
Well, if I'm sleeping around with a bunch of people, sure.
Yeah.
But not
Is that what constitutes?
To me, if you're just going to dinners and dating and you're honest.
But how are you not sleeping with everybody?
And if you're grown,
teach me how to have self-control.
You can also, or don't have self-control, but just be honest.
I sound like I get around.
You're not married. You can date around.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And I think that way then you could say like, wow, okay, here's 3 girls I've gone out with. Who did I enjoy? Who asked me engaging questions?
How are we going to find 3 girls?
There are girls everywhere.
Okay. Bring them to me.
I will. I will do that. That I will do.
Okay. Although again, I'm not using a relationship to heal.
No, you need to like just be with us for now.
I know. I feel good right now.
I know when you're around my girlfriend and I, are you like that's so annoying?
No, I'm like I want that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like your communication.
Really?
You guys are sweet to each other.
We are sweet to each other, mostly.
Most of the time. When are you not?
I think we're good. I think we do have little things that come up, and then what happened? I'll tell you. This is a funny story. I don't think she'll care that I'm saying it.
We don't think.
But we had. I know. Please don't care that I'm saying this. We had a hectic, wild morning where like we had all 4 kids,
mm-hmm.
and it was everybody was late. And she was...
This was like a school morning?
This was a school morning. And so normally she would make, like, she makes these elaborate breakfasts, even on, like, busy mornings. Like, she'll do, I'm talking omelets, bacon.
What?
This is on school mornings. I don't even know. My mom never did that, ever.
No.
So anyway, she's amazing that way. But this particular morning, we had a shitload going on. And
Who's that motivated in the morning?
She is. Okay? When it comes to the kids, there's no
waffles.
limit. She'll do waffles, but do the Belgium flip-over waffles on a school day.
That's insane.
Yeah. Okay. With like toppings and like, what do you want on yours? What do you want on yours? Okay. Anyway. So it's hectic and crazy. And she comes down and she is really technically responsible for, she'll take her son to school. I worry about mine.
Yeah.
Getting mine to school. And on this day, she happened to be off work right now. I am completely slammed with my work right now. Mm-hmm. Like there's not enough hours in the day to do my job. So she knows that, and we all pitch in. So she comes down and she's like, I'm getting ready to take him to school. I'm happy to take yours, but essentially he's not going to be late because of your shit show with all your kids. Like I'm dropping him off and then I'll handle yours, which is actually really sweet.
Yeah.
But I was like, wait a minute, he's not going to be late. Like mine can be late, but yours isn't going to be late. She's like, that's not what I meant. I just feel like he goes to school right down the street. I'm going to drop him. I was on time.
And the other kids weren't even ready
Your kids aren't even ready. Mine is ready with his backpack on his lunch. Yeah. But I still, for that moment, again, not enough sleep.
Yeah.
I was like infuriated.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. My 13-year-old getting to school on time, to me, takes precedence than the ABCs that are happening in that. Like, I literally lost it. I mean, I lost it.
Did you lose it?
Oh my God. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh,
like, no, he will get to school. You're dropping yours first? I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
What was she going to do? Drop him and then swing back by here and grab yours and go?
No, I wanted her to put them all in the
car and not
drop
have to
mine, the older ones, and then come back to take him. But he's like in kindergarten, first grade.
Yeah, but you still get tardies.
Get out of here, dude. He doesn't get tardies at Montessori school.
I was going to say, is he in public school?
No.
Okay, my kids get tardies.
Okay, mine don't. Nobody gets tardies. But I knew I was crazy. in that moment.
The rules are there are no rules. Why do you guys not have parties?
I felt my crazy coming on, but I needed her to, in that moment.
So what did you do? Did you de-escalate?
No, I was like infuriated. I literally was like, I cannot believe a first grader is getting dropped before my 8th grader. I was losing it. And then she was literally like, if it's that big of a deal, but then it was like too late. I was already like ship sailed. I was so annoyed.
So then what happened?
Then I think she was like super sweet. She's always sweeter than me. Just like I didn't even think of it that way.
How did you find a saint?
I think part of it though is that I feel like now again the kids are a unit. Mm-hmm. There's no one kid that takes precedence over any other kid.
Yeah.
So to me, there's like a pecking order of what is the most important right now. To me, the most important is my high schooler. That's who really needs to be there first. And we disagreed on that.
Everything's okay now?
Totally.
Are you still mad?
I'm still pissed. I'm so pissed. I'm filing it back there.
Might side with Maria on this one. Just saying.
Most people would.
But yeah, at least you recognized your...
Yeah, but it is like that would be something that would... Like, I have my triggers. That's what I feel. And I think part of it, too, is I'm very protective of the kids feeling equality in some way.
And I think everybody does have their triggers. For me, is like being late.
Okay.
Like, that will really get under my skin.
Oh, then you would hate living here. Because everybody is late.
But the thing is, I can be late a lot. You know, I mean, I'm not late a lot, but it happens.
Right.
Although if I'm late, I'm telling the person that I'm late, you know, and apologizing.
Right.
But to just be like, oh, show up 15 minutes late, 20 minutes, I'm like, no.
No.
Like, this
and
is
it's
annoying.
also like, too, in a relationship, it's not tit for tat. Like, you did this, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I also never want it to be that way, but I do happen to be, she's more free right now than I am.
Yeah.
So it felt like this is just an easy thing for her to do. And she would say, yeah, it is. I've done 15 other things.
She's good at multitasking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, I'm not either. But what's interesting about that, you know, everybody they act like that's such a skill set. I did read somewhere that like really high level CEOs of companies and people like the guy who runs Virgin Air, I can't remember his name, Branson?
Yeah, Richard Branson.
Somebody was saying that that's actually not, you're supposed to have very high focus on one task and then go to the next task.
Well, I guess even I don't do that. Like, my version of multitasking is literally like when I'm going like in my house. Like the other day I was like cleaning and decorating, and I'm literally like, I will start on something and I'll have to go to another room to get something, and then I'll get distracted by something in that room, and I'll start doing that, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I was doing such and such.
I am the same. Like, I have ADD. I'm sure of it.
Like but yeah, my first girlfriend was like, you're driving me absolutely bonkers because it's like, we're doing this.
Yeah, this
and
is
you're
what
over
we're
here
focused
in
on.
your hamster wheel for 10 minutes.
Hamster wheel.
And then you're over here drinking out of the water bottle. Like,
yeah, it's like
choose one.
Right.
Yeah,
but you get it done.
I do. Yeah. I will get stuff done. And you know what? That's the other thing. I decorated for Christmas the other day.
Yeah.
All on my own.
Wow. How did that feel?
I even moved a couch by myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
When
it was
you were
an
decorating,
IKEA couch, but...
When you were decorating, were you like, this is a little depressing?
Yeah, it was a little depressing.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, because it was like, I want like someone to like share this with.
Yeah.
But I mean, my kids were there.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Let me tell you though, the decorating thing, we keep trying to like do the decorating
you guys don't have anything.
We have nothing because we never have time to all be here, but we did go get that tree that you saw, this tree.
I'm like, you don't have anything. And there's a big fat tree.
Let me tell you, it's not decorated. It's not decorated. But very funny story. I made all the kids go. So we're like, this is going to be our thing. Tree? It's a real tree.
Nice.
So we get there and everyone's kind of disgruntled. Like I made everyone go. I'm like making them take pictures. And then we get the tree, 7.5 foot tree that I thought felt big on the top of my car. We pull in the garage. I forgot the trees on the car. So we hit the garage. So then I'm already pissed. Then my girlfriend and I carry it up the stairs. Okay, there's pine needles everywhere. It wasn't big enough. It was like a dwarf tree. I was going to say,
that's not a 7.5 foot tree.
No, that's a 9 foot tree. Yeah. So then we carry the tree all the way back downstairs. At this point, I'm laughing.
You returned it?
We returned the tree. After the garage crashing incident.
What in the fuck?
And at that point though, then I was like, you can't make this shit up. I guess we're taking the tree back. We pull up, the guys helping us were like laughing.
I mean, this can't be the first time they've had someone do that.
Yeah. But now we have this beautiful tree.
It is beautiful. It looks good.
Right?
See, my kids decorated mine like immediately. And this is another thing I've had to let go of. Like, I want like this beautiful, like classic looking tree. You know, the clear lights.
Oh boy. Okay.
You know, matching ornaments, and I've just had to let it go. You know,
I know.
It's like the kids want their thing.
Totally.
I let them decorate.
Yeah.
All by themselves.
Ours is going to be a shit show.
So the back half of my tree is completely empty.
Exactly.
Most of the ornaments are like, you know, 4 feet tall.
4 feet tall. Exactly. That's going to be
And
ours.
they know how to switch the tree is like a fake one that has the lights already on it.
Okay.
And you can choose colored or clear.
Right. Yeah,
they know how to put it on the colored ones. So I'm just like, this is a battle I'm not going to win.
Right.
But I'm also like, they get to be little once.
Yeah.
I can let go of my whole Pottery Barn, you know, vision of Christmas.
Same.
And I'm actually like gonna try to find one of those like massive inflatables like on sale.
Really?
Yeah.
And
like,
put it out there?
And put it out in my front yard.
And surprise them?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I'm just like,
you know that my company, my company Brick and Batten. Do you know we totally do videos about the people with the inflatables?
With the terrible inflatables? I want to find like a really awful
Get a really bad one, and I'm going to come do a video in front of your house.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
I already have one on my a little like Santa on my front steps.
Nice.
And then my beautiful Pottery Barn wreath, which is looking a little rough these days. You know, you expect that stuff to like last for eternity.
I know. We bought a real wreath this year.
You did?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Check it out when you leave.
I will.
It's quite gorgeous.
I like the real tree too, but I don't like the pine needles.
I know, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I did that. This was me also, because I always did a fake tree because I thought they were good for the environment, but now I'm hearing they're not.
You know, it's kind of 50-50 on the opinion on that.
So I was all geared up to pull out the tree I always use. And she and her son were like, we love a real tree. So look at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, great, let's do a real tree.
It is.
And then crash it in the garage.
I like it. Yeah, let's crash it in the garage.
And then have to go back twice.
Did it mess it up when you hit it?
No, like shockingly it didn't. Like my neighbors heard it and came out and were like, whoa. And then I stood back and I literally look up.
Never mind your lesbian neighbors.
There was nothing.
Fucking shit up.
And there was nothing there on the thing at all. Like it was perfect. And I literally am like, God, we're winning over here. There's no damage.
That is too much.
I was more annoyed about the carrying it up and then carrying it back out.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's not like...
With kids like screaming and running, it was like mayhem.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
That's a lot.
But yeah, the Christmas tree thing, like Christmas tree farmers are the ones that say that it's good for the environment to buy Christmas trees. For them, it's like some part of like forestation or something like that.
Yeah.
But there's actually a Christmas tree shortage this year. Fun facts with Melissa. Okay. I learned this because I wrote a story the other day about it. And it was basically because during the recession back in 2008, not as many people bought Christmas trees, and therefore not as many were cut down. And then new ones were not planted in that spot.
Okay, so
and
now...
they take about 10 years to grow. And so it's been 10 years, and now there's not enough trees. So that's why they're more expensive right now.
Or like I had, because I always do a fake tree, so I didn't realize. Yeah. I think our tree was $160 maybe.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Fraser fir.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell though. Like I was under the impression, like part of their sales pitch
is that
on doing the reels that it's going to smell so good. Did you smell anything when you walked in here?
No. I mean, I've been sitting, you know.
You didn't even notice it.
I think I noticed it when I walked in, but I forgot. But I don't know. You don't have like other I have like little Santa Clauses
we
like
will
all
too.
over the place.
We will give us till the end of the weekend.
I love Christmas decorations.
I do
it's
too.
Ridiculous.
I'm in.
I buy a Santa every year.
Okay, so I am definitely doing a video in front.
Yeah.
Nothing wrecks curb appeal like an inflatable.
It's terrible. But you know what? The curb appeal of my house is already bad. It's a rental house.
Okay,
it's I don't care. It needs to be pressure washed very badly.
Tell the owner.
I should. They would probably listen to me.
Yeah.
They replaced my carpet.
Yeah.
That was very kind.
That was very kind of them. I'm sure our listeners are interested in that.
They absolutely are. What kind of carpet did you get?
Let's get back to broken hearts.
Yeah.
So how do you do it?
So I think the best thing for me has been to just try to block that person out of my life.
Not have a friendship.
Yeah.
Until you're over it.
I feel like I might be circling back to where I feel okay with, opening the communication, because it's like, I don't have the desire to go back,
Okay.
And like I've rekindled a friendship with one of my exes.
Yeah.
And that's been really good.
And do you feel healthy with it? Like, is it like, I know that I'm on the other side of this? And
yeah. And like, it's nice to have her like in that spot in my life.
Now, what would happen if she like this weekend fell really madly in love with somebody and was like, I'm dating this awesome woman.
I think I'd just be happy for her.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there might be like a slight bit of jealousy and more of like, well, I wonder what would have happened if all that crap hadn't gone down.
Yeah.
But I do want her to be happy.
Of course.
So I would be okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's how you know you're over it.
Right. Exactly.
But I do think like there are other tools. I mean, one we talk about is sleep. But like if you're going through that anxiety of like being alone, getting really good sleep. But also like I found reading, like I would read almost like happiness or self-help books of like how do you
know, like some helpful. Good like podcasts.
Yeah.
Like the Oprah has a really great motivational stuff to say, and reading, listening
Glennon
to
Doyle Mountain is good,
and just also just like knowing that you're fine.
You're totally,
and it's just opening you up to that next person,
right?
Who could be the real person,
and that's exciting.
It is.
So to me, it's like there's lots of value in that.
Now, if it's 5 years from now and I haven't met that person, I'm gonna be pissed.
You're gonna meet a lot of people, and it's gonna be up to you. Yeah.
But it allows space for other things, and I'm, making friends and focusing on your friendships and that sort of thing.
I feel like you have been really good. That is something else you can do, is like creating social events that bring, gay women together.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned the ice skating to me.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't the Queer Women's Network have an event?
They have an event coming up where it's like country line dancing.
Country line dancing?
I hate country music though.
But
I still might go.
Yeah.
I still might go just to check it out.
And even our MSR night.
Yeah, totally.
So, I mean, I feel like you've been really good at showing up for things, even when it's not, you may not want to.
Yeah. I know there was definitely, like, over the summer, there was one night where we were all going to dinner, and I was like, I'm not going, guys.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Sort of, yeah.
We went to the Lawrence that
Yes,
night.
and did we make you go?
You were like, you were coming.
Yeah, get your shit together.
Yeah, like, come here, and it's like, I've been crying, and I'm just like, okay, like, I'm going to do this. Yeah. And it did make me feel better.
It does. And I think, too, when you talk about it, like, if you have someone you can talk to, it does take the power away.
Yeah.
It's like, it feels better.
And even if you're not talking to someone in person, if you're, like, somewhere, remote where you don't have these resources, just talk to people online,
Yeah.
Like, find some online groups. Like, even that is, even though it's small, it's helpful.
Right. Do people on Reddit, like, talk back and forth?
Yeah, you can, like, do private messages and stuff. Or, like, posts, like, I just got out of a breakup. Like, help me out here, guys.
Right.
That sort of thing.
And are there dating sites that are more, like, I think I heard somebody say, like, Bumble maybe is better than other ones.
I can't.
What would make one better or
I don't
worse?
know.
Okay.
Like, my big thing, I'm not on any of the dating apps, just because I don't want to do it right now. But my big thing is, like, I don't feel like filling out all the information.
Yeah.
Like Tinder, you barely have to even write your name.
Okay.
But other ones, I think, like OkCupid and Match, like, you're filling out like a lot of information.
Got it.
It's work.
Okay.
And I guess I'm not that vested either in like meeting someone, so I don't really care to do it.
Do you ever feel like, though, like there are moments that I'm sitting, and not now I'm in a relationship, so I don't, but I remember like when I was single, I would be maybe at dinner and I would see in the restaurant, there's a table of attractive, what maybe it looks like they could be lesbians.
Yeah.
And like, I would remember thinking, I wish there was a way to like have a reason to meet them.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of that friend of ours. Was it Miranda who said she just walked over and was like, you're really cool.
And like, introduced yourself.
Like to me, there's also, if somebody walked up to me and did that, I would be flattered, but I would also be like, I love somebody with that kind of confidence. Yeah. So I don't know, like that's another way to meet people. It's just if you see a table of people, walk up.
Go introduce yourself. That one sounds easy.
It's hard, but I guess it's hard, but it's like, what really is hard? That they're going to look at you like
I would do that.
I would do that.
But I don't think majority of people would do that.
I would do it, especially if I knew I had you guys back at the table waiting.
But you know what? I would be so embarrassed though if there was like a big group of people and it's like I wanted to meet that one person. Although I guess I wouldn't pick someone out and be like, you little do you want to come with me?
But why couldn't you walk up to the table and be like,
I mean, I guess I could like generally do it and just be like, hey guys, like, that sort of thing. But then what? Do I give my number out to everybody?
No, I don't think.
Especially
I think you are zeroing that person out. Like, hey, I don't know if you're dating anyone or single, but I think you're attractive and super cool.
But what if a girlfriend's sitting there? this seems like I'm setting myself up to have my ass kicked.
I got your back.
Do you?
I would be the worst.
Yeah.
I would be so scared.
You'd be gone.
I would never be gone, but I would be like, I'm the wrong person for this job.
I mean, same.
But maybe you could do what Miranda did, which was she did it at the very end when she knew she was leaving. So you could walk up and be like, listen, I don't know if you're single or dating anyone. I think you're super attractive and you seem like a lot of fun. Yeah. I just wanted to tell you. Yeah. And then see if there's any kind of, oh my God, thank you. Yes, I am dating someone. Or no, I'm actually single. Then you can be like, okay, no pressure. Here's my number. Have it already written down and then walk away. It's literally 15 seconds of courage.
That's more like a minute.
That's 15 seconds of courage.
And it's terrifying.
And if to me, again, like I love badasses. I love that's people true, that aren't.
But I mean, I guess what's the worst that's going to happen?
Nothing. The worst that's going to happen is they're going to laugh at you and they look like idiots. To me, if they do that, they suck.
Yeah, it's true. They're dicks.
They're dicks. So what?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try this out.
Okay. Well, next time we're all together, I'm sending you on a few
missions. I would do it at a bar.
Yeah. I've seen you do it at a bar.
Yeah, I would do that. Like, I have no problem with that. We did have a listener question about coming out at work.
Okay, yeah.
And I guess, I mean, you own your company.
I came out to my company.
So you can't really touch on that.
Actually, you know what's funny about that is I do have a company and I have it with my sister, who we own it together. And so she's also my business partner. And we do video like conferencing.
Yeah.
So we'd be, we're talking through video. And actually I did come out to her on our video conference because we lived in 2 different states then. And so I was like bawling on Zoom, like the video. And she was just like helpless. Like, yeah.
Man.
It was not good.
Do you tell your clients that you're gay?
I want to, but it doesn't really come up. I don't talk to our business is almost all online.
Yeah.
We do have some client interface, and I've mentioned it subtly before. I had one client who lived in, I think, maybe Austin, and she had somehow in her post mentioned a band that I loved, and it was a gay band, so I mentioned it.
Okay.
But I don't have to.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
No one cares.
I don't think.
No one cares.
Yeah.
I came out on social media and I'm friends with a lot of people that I work with. So that was kind of like my way of coming out at work.
Yeah.
And then the article also. But you know what's funny is like, I think I might have talked about this where my boss was like, what article did you write?
Oh, God.
And I was just like, dude.
Sexual positions.
Yeah, just like Google my name in CNN, please. We're not going to have this conversation in the middle of the thing. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that I've had happen with that. Yeah. Because the people around me knew.
And they were like, oh.
Yeah, and it's like, Jesus,
yeah.
Like, why are you so clueless?
Right.
But, for me at my company.
It's very liberal.
Yeah, it's very liberal. I wasn't worried at all that I was going to lose my job. And I
don't know though if it's really, you're not in this day and age losing your job. I think it's more than that. I think people sometimes hide behind that because they don't want to do it because it's shameful.
Yes.
But if you get fired because you're gay, get excited because you're about to come into some money.
Well, that is true. But I will say that a lot of states don't have protections. Their companies are allowed to discriminate against you. The thing is, if that did happen, all you got to do is, you do file that lawsuit.
Yeah.
And it moves forward and forward and forward. It gets momentum. Gets them a little bit of media attention.
And who wants to work there anyway?
Yeah. It'll open you up to being who you are.
Bigger and better things.
And, I could see the people that would probably get away with firing you for your sexuality would be something like if you work for a private school, they can easily, because there's like morality clauses.
But even like the school
that.
I went to growing up was a Catholic school that recently did fire someone.
Yeah.
For being gay. It was a man. And the community was so outraged that he's now better than ever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was almost like this huge gift. I mean, A, he doesn't want to go back there, but B, it ended up, he was way better off.
Yeah. But I know, like, that's a big thing. Like, teachers don't want to come out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But man, like...
you're the ones who need to the most.
Yeah. You are influencing all these kids. And, like, how awesome would that have
Amazing.
been? And you know what? I just found out, like, within the past, like, year or so that one of my teachers was actually gay, a lesbian, and I had no idea.
Right.
And I'm just, like, bummed that, you know,
right.
I didn't know that at the time.
I can't believe that. And I think, too, like, had I had a lesbian teacher that was cool and normal, and that would have changed
and that's
a lot
just it.
for
She
me.
was, like, one of the most loved teachers at the school.
Right.
Here comes the doggy.
I know. I think he hears somebody. So I think that's a hard thing, but to me, it's not that hard.
Yeah, like, it's hard, and I think maybe the best way to do it would be to, like, maybe test the waters with a few people.
Yeah.
And because the thing is, I understand, like, the desire to do it, too, because you want to talk about your relationships.
Right.
You know, you're having conversations with people at work, and you want to share.
Right.
Like, I hate that there was, like, you know, a period of time where I wasn't out at work.
Right.
Everybody's talking about their relationships.
Right.
And I can't say anything.
I get that. Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
So.
And it makes you feel, again, shameful.
Yeah.
Like and that's toxic. That's one thing I got from therapy is you're carrying around that toxic shame.
Yeah.
So anyway, we better wrap this up.
Yeah. As always, you can contact us on Instagram, Lesbian Chronicles.
Yep, or email us.
Melisa and Alli at gmail.com.
Yep.
And Twitter-ish.
Yeah, are we Lesbian Chronicles on Twitter too? Okay.
Yeah, so pretty easy to find, I think. So just search for us, message us, send us some topics, and that sort of thing.
Yes.
All right.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye, guys.